Hello and welcome again to AFL Riverina TV. I'm Lauren Markham. Thanks for joining us. For the third Anzac Day in a row, Australian rules and rugby league will come together at Wagga's Robertson Oval in remembrance of the Anzacs and in recognition of the Kangaroo March 100 years ago. In the studio, we have representatives from the two clubs behind the event, Milton Schirmer from Wagga Tigers and Neil Cronin from Group 9 rugby league club Wagga Kangaroos. So you've been involved in the initiative for some time. Just tell us a little bit about what happens over the weekend.
Over the course of the Anzac Day, we have the game. There's going to be a march this year. The sub-branch are going to bring the flag in and raise the flag. We'll be playing Wagga Brothers, and Wagga Tigers will be playing Colin Gully on the day.
Yeah, and talk us through the Kangaroo March.
Back in the 1915, when the Wagga the Kangaroo March was first started. They left, obviously people would probably know that they left from Wagga and finished up in Liverpool. And in 1924, Wagga Kangaroos was formed in respect to these guys that actually went on the march to Sydney to fight in the war in 1915, yeah.
Wow, so what does it mean to Wagga Tigers as a club to be involved in this kind of event?
Yeah, when it first came up a couple of years ago, we jumped on board. The club respects it immensely. We spent a lot of time prepping for it. It's a big day. Being the old water runner out in the middle of the ground, I get to experience firsthand the feeling out on the ground amongst the players, and there's a lot of respect for the day from the players and all those involved. I mean, last year when we did the last post, and what did we have there, 2,500 to 3,000 people, I reckon. I looked towards the western side of the ground, and the whole side of the ground was very silent, a bit like the G on a Saturday afternoon with Collingwood and Essendon. And it was just a great atmosphere to be a part of.
Now, it's pretty important this weekend to help young Aussies understand the importance of the day that they're playing on. Are the players getting amongst the spirit?
Oh, our club, they're right behind it, with right through from the junior ranks. They're coming down for the day. They're coming out with the guys bearing the flag and that. And our senior group are just they get excited every year since we've been introduced this game, and it's floated on right through to the club, right through to our senior ex players and our supporters and that. And they've followed it on in a great atmosphere that we get when we get down there. And obviously the two clubs, when we first formed this thing, we forfeited our gate takings for the day to donate to the sub-branch. So we're more than, and the whole club is behind it, right through from the administration right down to our junior players. So yeah, it's a great thing, and I think everyone does respect and understand the importance of Anzac Day, which is great, and we're just trying to do our little bit to try and keep it going stronger. Yeah.
That's nice. And so Robertson Oval is the home ground for the Tigers.
It is, yep.
Yeah, so how big of a deal was it for the club and council to try and get a cross-code doubleheader organised?
Oh, it's a big deal. And I think the event's only going to get bigger and bigger, and so it should. As Neil said, the players embrace it. I think the hype, if I can call it hype, there's been a bit of hype this week.
Yeah.
There's certainly been a bit of hype, bit of build-up about it. It is Robbo. It's the premier sporting ground in the Riverina. And, I think for me personally, the players do embrace it even more come game day. I think the penny drops, and the whole club really recognises the fact that it is Anzac Day. But there is a fair bit of hype this week. Training on Thursday night, our 17s and reserve grade play Thursday night, and the big ones on Saturday. So there's a fair bit of hype around the footy club, and being at Robbo, it's going to be a great spectacle, as Neil said. Our Auskick boys and juniors and netball, I think, all come out too. Yeah, Colin Gully netball. Yeah, the netball girls all come out to the ground. There'll be a fair bit of respect paid on the day.
It is, yeah. It's a good day for people to be there. And the people, like we said before, from with the respect that's actually shown when they have the minute silent, it's unbelievable. It's good. Yeah. It's great respect from everyone on the ground on the day, even right through to the young people, and that's
total silence.
Yeah,
it's pretty special.
It's fantastic to see. So down to the footy now. You're obviously tipping Kangaroos against the Brothers, but who do you think will be on top in the Aussie rules?
Oh, I'd like to think our counterparts here, Tigers, might have a
good boy.
Have a go.
Yeah, good boy.
So I'd expect the same from him.
Well,
Well,
I'm not
that's
going to say, I said this earlier, no, I think the Roos too good. There you go. Too
Jake,
good.
good on you.
a
Very
bit
good.
of comradeship on the panel here.
No, we got Gully covered. We got Gully covered. Yeah, we got Gully covered.
Good to hear. So, and on the Tigers, they're celebrating reunions of what 75, 85, 95 premierships.
Yeah, we are. Day after the Gold Cup, May the 2nd, 75, 85, 95 reunion. On that Saturday, we play the old enemy Mango at Robbo. So yeah, it's a big day.
And how important is that game to suss out if you could do it again in 2015?
Yeah, very, very important. A good question, that one. Yeah, good question. Yes, there has been a little bit of talk about that, but certainly let's just, going to sound a bit AFL-ish, let's focus on 1 week at a time, I think. Yeah, 1 week at a time.